Hi, Nigel here. I want to talk today about getting things out of your system. And this relates to a previous video about saying the unsayable. Often what happens for many of us, and I touched on this in saying the unsayable, is there's a bunch of stuff going on in our brain that we want to be able to say. And we know that if we say it, it's probably going to have a damaging impact. And for many of us, what comes out of our mouths is not exactly matching what's going on in our brain. For a small number of us, everything that's going on inside our brain sometimes pours out of our mouths. And that isn't necessarily very useful either. Okay. It's easier, and I think people respond better to us if the things that are going on in our brain and in our feelings are linked more closely to how we're expressing ourselves and what we're expressing. So my suggestion here, and this is a phrase that I learned in a discipline called process-oriented psychology, and the phrase was burn your wood. So the image about burning wood is that inside us we have lots of little piles of kindling. And they're just waiting for that moment where somebody comes along with a flame and lights the kindling and it goes, and all this stuff comes out. And for me, and my understanding of burning my wood is the idea that rather than leaving these piles of kindling around waiting for them to be ignited, I choose to ignite them. And at a practical level, what that means is if I need to have a tricky conversation with somebody, perhaps I go to somebody else who's a good friend, a good ally, perhaps a therapist, perhaps a counselor, if that's the way that you want to take this. Go to somebody and say, this is what I would really like to say to this person. And let the words out. Let the feeling out, as opposed to keeping it trapped inside. Burn that bit of kindling, burn that bit of wood that's waiting to explode. Hear yourself as you say that. Ask the person that you're saying it to say, what was really important in what you just said? Wow, you were really sweary, you were really angry, but perhaps underneath that, perhaps the person you end up saying it to as an ally says to you, what I heard was that you're really upset. Have you ever said that to the actual person? So what I'm suggesting is go somewhere safe, with somebody safe, and let some of the words out of your mouth that you're not letting out and see what their gift is. I'm not suggesting you should do this to the actual person that you have those feelings and thoughts towards. What I'm saying is let those thoughts and feelings out towards somebody safe. See if there is a gift in amongst them for you that can help you then move into a much clearer conversation with the person that you need to talk to. Have a go, try it. And again, if you like the video, please hit like. If you have any questions, anything you want to check with me, please get in touch. I welcome your contact.